Q-Corps was forced to shoot these close-ups, heavily filtered to conceal the actress's exhaustion.
Okay. Rolling? Okay.
496.
Tensions mounted on the set, and Marilyn began to lose the support from the crew she had come to depend on.
Come on in. The water's so refreshing.
Marilyn wanted everybody off.
Only the illusion of skinny dipping was planned, but Marilyn took things a step. Illusion of skinny dipping was planned, but Marilyn took things a step further.
We had a bodysuit for her, where you look nude in the water. And after 2-3 takes, she just tore it off and did it.
502. 503. 504.
Marilyn posed provocatively on the edge of the swimming pool and made the world take note that she still had a gorgeous body. Marilyn seemed inspired by the scene and by the presence on set of her favorite still photographers. Once again, she was in front of the kind of camera that had fallen in love with her face and her figure years before.
When it was all over, she said, well, this is knocking Elizabeth Taylor off the cover of all the magazines. And
But even if the temperature in the pool didn't rise, optimism at Fox did. The scene was extraordinary, and Monroe had now been on the set for a solid week without interruption. On Friday, May 25th, Marilyn left the studio looking happier than she had in weeks. But that weekend, she disappeared. No one heard from her for 2 whole days.
I couldn't understand what happened that weekend. That's what, to me, it's the big personal mystery.
But whatever Marilyn needed to get back on track with her role in Something's Got to Give, no one on or off the set seemed to have the solution. Again. Production reports that once stated Marilyn Monroe ill now reported company did not shoot due to Miss Monroe's inability to report for work. The following day, Marilyn showed up to the set, but she seemed to lack focus in this scene where husband Nick Arden implies Ellen was unfaithful during her absence.
All right. Adam and Eve.
I was afraid you'd misunderstand about that.
Oh, what's to misunderstand? A man's wife spends 5 years on an island with a strange man.
Would you like it any better if I knew him?
And it slips her mind?
Can we start again? All you can think about is the way I behaved with this poor little... Okay.
With this poor little fly.
All you can think of is how I behaved with a poor little man who wouldn't harm a fly.
Okay. Yeah, one more. Hold on. That was good, though, huh?
I mean, how long does it take to tell a woman my wife's back? It takes me 2 seconds. It's taken... You've had 2 days. Sorry, George, but we can do it.
At 5 p.m., the company stopped.
It takes me 2 seconds. It's taken... You've had 2 days. Sorry, George, but we can do it.
At 5 p.m., the company stopped shooting due to Marilyn's complaints of exhaustion during her absence.
Adam and Eve.
I was afraid you'd misunderstand about that.
Oh, what's to misunderstand? A man's wife spends 5 years on an island with a strange man,
Would you like it any better if I knew him?
and it slips her mind?
Can we start again?
Yeah.
All you can think about is the way I behaved with this poor little... Okay.
With this poor little fly.
All you can think of is how I behaved with a poor little man who wouldn't harm a fly.
Yeah, one more. That was good.
I mean, how long does it take to tell a woman my wife's back? It takes me 2 seconds. It's taking... You've had 2 days. Sorry, George, but we can do it.
At 5 p.m., the company stops the actress's raw nerves when noticeably close to the surface during the filming of this sequence opposite Wally Cox. Here she uses her feminine wiles to convince a naive shoe salesman to pose as the man with whom she spent 5 years on the island.
Will you have lunch with me?
I bring my lunch to the store.
I'd be so grateful if you'd take it out. Are you free for lunch?
No, the fact is, inferior footwear is made from them. The crocodiles themselves don't make.
Would you have lunch with me?
I bring my lunch to the store.
My foot's grown. Go barefoot for 5 years. Gee.
On Friday, June 1st, Marilyn Monroe...
Gee.
On Friday, June 1st, Marilyn Monroe turned 36. A watershed year for any actress, but especially one noted for her beauty and sexuality.
I think she realized, I'm going to be 36.
699B.
But whatever concerns Marilyn harbored about her age, she kept to herself that day, and without mishap, shot this scene with Wally Cox and Dean Martin.
677.
By 9:37 a.m., cameras were rolling.
Eve said you had some questions you wanted to ask me, Nick.
Oh, he has. Ask him. Ask him anything.
Well, let me see. What kind of an island was it?
An ordinary island, would you say?
Like the rest.
Small island?
Not small. Not large.
Medium.
Trees, yes.
No vine.
Well, yes, vines too. Water. Yes, all around.
That's the nice thing about Stephen. He doesn't talk your ear off.
I suppose you lived in tree houses?
Well,
Huts. We lived in huts.
separate huts.
Even during the rainy season?
When it rained, we moved on up into the trees.
How was that, Desmond? Good. Beautiful.
Shooting wrapped at 5:30, and only then did Marilyn's birthday party begin.
The day of her birthday, I picked up the cake, and they were screaming at me that I had to hide the cake because it wasn't going to be brought out until 6 o'clock. They had to get a full day's work out of that woman.